It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Can't believe it. I missed everything.
Missed the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
I think we all have that one inappropriate friend, but what do they do to get kicked out of your text chain? That's coming up a little later on in the podcast. Let's go, guys.
So I would never let Derek spend this amount of money on the item that is what they say in 2024, what every woman wants. Have you ever heard of Minky Couture? They have the plush Minky blankets. They're viral. Oprah had it on her list of gifts to
What
give.
makes it so great?
It is the softest blanket you'll ever lay with. I could see Trisha curled up on the couch looking out at your snow-dusted lake with a cup of coffee and her favorite candle, and she'll just love it. But it has a hefty price, so it could range from $35, but that's like a small
like a
kitty blanket.
washcloth.
Yeah, all the way up to, and there's different styles. They all look different, but they all have that same amazing plush feel, all the way up to like $215. So find one in the middle. Get her a $100 blanket.
Minus the time your husband got you some Slim Fast and a CD that you could have got for free from the radio station. Has he ever really failed at a gift before?
Yeah, that was Valentine's Day.
Oh.
But he's very good with like Christmas. I give him a $100 bill. I hand it to him, and he and Liam go and just fill up a basket at TJ Maxx. All I want, face serums, like cozy socks, I want like face masks.
So you give him the
Anything
money.
that would be pampering to me. I like.
Give him the money. You give him the list. And that's how your Christmas
And
works.
I go, oh my God, this is amazing. But I wanted to know, guys out there, was there ever a moment that you gifted your lady something and it just didn't work out? Zach had texted a spa pedicure. In my mind, I'm like, how could that not work out? I think it was the note that he went with it. Take care of those hooves. Zach, wrong. The next one, Nathan said, I got my wife a new ultrasonic toothbrush. That's more of like a stocking stuffer.
Those are expensive, though. Those really nice toothbrushes. They run over $100.
But what do we see? You think I got a stinky mouth? That's what I would see right away.
If I get underwear for Christmas, I go, I don't think I got a stinky crotch.
Well, that's because you got holes in it. When you bend down, you can't see it. We can see everything.
I've really upped my underwear and my sock game over the last couple of years, especially after we moved. I took anything, and this is on the top of the dumpster as we're moving. The guy comes to pick up our dumpster, and all of my old socks and underwear are right on the top. It looked like my wife was kicking me out. It really did. It looked like she took all my
Light
stuff
it
and
on
threw it out.
fire.
But if you're a dude, and this is the difference in women and men. If my wife was to get me something that I wouldn't use or didn't want, I would just give her the, thank you, that was so sweet of you to think of me. But if you're a dude and you give her a blender or a Dyson vacuum,
Without her asking.
she just thinks you want her to be the happy homemaker.
Yeah.
Have you ever really failed at a gift? If so, will you holler at us real quick? I'd love to get your story on the radio. What is this again? It's a couture?
It is minkycouture.com. Head there. It is one of Oprah's favorites, and it does range in price range. So $35 to like $215 for these like plush Minky blankets.
Kids in private school. For me to drop $300 on a blanket is ridiculous.
I get it. I think it's just the feel, the aesthetic you can create as like you come home from work, take your shoes off, curl up with this thing.
Can't you just be grateful to have what you have?
Do we want to go into this, Mr. like pool table?
I don't have one.
I can't. I know, but that's all you talk about. Like, can't you just be happy with what you have?
I am. That's why I don't spend money on other things. I'm very content with what I have. I feel very blessed.
Okay, I'm glad that Natasha called because you had we'll get to the gift that your friend's ex gave her, but first, the picture I'm painting about this blanket, isn't this what women want? Right?
I am obsessed with blankets, so every single year I get a soft blanket of some sort.
I love it.
How do you ruin those? Is it if you wash them? Does that make
sometimes.
them what ruins them?
You just have to be careful how you wash them.
Yeah,
All right,
and
so-
these ones are like you wash them; they'll always be as the way you got it, and that's why they're so expensive. But
So tell us about your friend. What'd she get for Christmas? That was the most horrible gift.
Yeah, so her ex got her teeth whitening strip.
why? That is the question. Why? Did she need them?
No, forever. She's always self-conscious about her teeth because she didn't realize they were yellow.
Yeah.
They're not. She's got white teeth, but I think he just assumed like that's what she used to get her teeth white. I don't know.
So that's a guy though, and I can't fault them for that. They listened. He listened to her. She like appreciates her teeth, and he's like, "Wow, I'm going to help her keep appreciating her teeth." Like my husband, I talked about how I wanted to lose weight and like Lady Antebellum, and he paired those and gave me weight loss medication and the CD.
Well, she opened it and like just threw it on the floor. Nobody knew what she had opened. It was at our family Christmas. And like she opened it and just threw it on the floor, and we were so confused.
And is
So
this
it's
why he's
hilarious.
an ex?
You thought it was Vagisil?
Yeah, well,
Gross.
one of
One of the exes. She's
No, she
burning
said
through
that's
them?
one of the reasons why.
She said one of the exes.
All right.
So you know how you? By the way, on the teeth whitening thing, this is a long, long time ago. I was going to get teeth whitening, and I'd seen my dentist, and he was this old Air Force pilot who became a dentist. And this guy like didn't believe in Novocaine or anything like that. Like he was a man's man, right? Like a caveman. But he told me the best way to see if you really need teeth whitening is take a Kleenex and go into your bathroom mirror and hold it up next to your teeth.
Yeah, the napkin
And
test.
if there's a real difference between the Kleenex and your teeth color, then you want to look into teeth whitening.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me, he's like, I wouldn't do it if I were you. It rips away the enamel. I wouldn't do that. You know, you're going to need your teeth forever. And I'm like, he'd always go, how old do you want to be when you can eat steak?
Yeah.
And I go, I don't know.
Look
90.
at him with his logic.
90. I'm like, but this guy was like through the war and everything like
Yeah.
that. Like he had been really hardened.
Well, thanks for sharing, Natasha. Hopefully, we just sent a message for people that just purchased teeth whitening kits for their girl.
Hey, could you justify real quick before we let you go somebody spending $300 on a blanket for you?
somebody spent $150 on a king size soft blanket for me. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but
It can be
150
done.
versus 3. 150 is like great. You know, Merry Christmas. We had a good year, but 300.
Quality. The quality. It's like Egyptian cotton versus $12 Walmart sheets.
Right. Yeah, there's a difference
See,
for sure.
that's all lost on me. All right, thanks, Natasha. Have a great morning.
Yeah, but
Got to get to Brenda's text. She said, my hubby gave me a popcorn popper that he wanted, and then he also gave me a set of dishes that he wanted. Brenda, girl.
Name the relative you don't want to go to their place the most during the holidays.
No, I will not do that. I will
Well, you
not
had said
name.
before it was your sister's place,
It's
and
not-
I don't want to get you
my
in trouble or
sister's
anything
place.
like that. But we all have that one that all of a sudden, maybe it's every year, maybe it's every couple of years, it rolls around, and they're like, "Oh, we're having Christmas here. We got to get together with all the cousins
And
and
that's
everything."
really lovely. If they want to host, I get it. But some people just don't have the home to host. So my sister has a very clean house. She just doesn't like to host, and that's okay. But I have, one relative, I will not say their name, but the house is just dirty. You know, you walk around, you have to keep your shoes on.
How about going to your grandparents' house? Is it always 95 degrees and you feel
Yes.
like you got to fall asleep?
Yes.
My wife's parents are kind of getting to that point. They're not old, but you walk in and you have to start shedding layers right away.
Yeah.
Like it's cold outside. You walk in immediately. You got to take everything off.
Bring shorts and a t-shirt.
And then the more people that get in the home, the warmer it gets, and nobody will crack a window. We used to go there for Christmas, and about dinner time, somebody would crack a window. You get that nice little cool breeze in. You could stand by the window and kind of stop sweating.
Yeah.
But now it's to the point where it's got to be pushing 80 in there all the time.
Right. And well, I was just at my grandma's this past weekend, and my grandpa, I brought him down his sandwich. Not only did he have 2 blankets on, he had the fireplace going. It was 83 on the thermostat, and I'm just like dripping sweat. I felt the sweat go down the tail of my back, and I was like, I got to go outside for a second. I'm having a moment.
So the question is, where do you have to go for the holidays? What's so bad about it? And like, do you have a way to negate it? And I want to bring David on right away. He was our first caller. Tell us what you do at your sister's place now.
Well, I mean, our house, it smells really not too good. You know, we walk in and it has this horrible smell of like hair, burnt hair. I don't know what she's doing.
That is so
It's-
specific. Oh my God. And it's your cousin. She likes to host often, so you have to smell that all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And we figured it would be nice of us, you know, give her a gift and we light the candle as soon as we walk in.
Oh my God, is this a thing? I always get candles for hosting. So now I'm like starting to triple think like what the heck is going on. It sounds strategic, but
it's very slick and very slick and sly. I mean, that's just it. You walk in, hey, thanks for having us. Here's a candle. Let me light that right away. Like
let's just get this lit.
That's a genius idea. Who came up with this? You or your wife?
As soon as we walk in, it was definitely my idea.
Right on. Well done. I appreciate that. So now I'm going to have the heads up that anybody gives you a candle.
I know. Now I'm going to be
they
paranoid.
Think and the problem is you do get nose deaf to your place. You do, because you smell it 18 hours a day, every day. You get nose deaf to it. My wife, immediately when she comes home every day, she lights 2 candles. She rips the diffuser. Everything, it's a potpourri of, it's an assault on your senses. And it's just too much. Like I'll get home from my workout, nice, crack a window. And there's 100 air fresheners in our house. Mm-hmm. There's diffusers, there's candles. And it's just like, it's too much sometimes.
If you're going to host, there are a lot of things that you can do on your part to make sure that your house smells a little bit better or feels a little bit cleaner. Get your carpets cleaned. Rent one of those Dr. Carpet things from the grocery store.
Those things really work.
I would assume so. I hope so. Or you could just, get one on Amazon.
My favorite thing about our new place is we don't have any carpet.
Yeah, that would help.
The only carpet we have is on our stairs. And we have one set of stairs, and that's it. Otherwise, everything is hardwood. And it's it's easiest to clean, doesn't hold any smells. If you're tracking in water, dirt, whatever the deal is, quick cleanup or whatever. But where are you going for the holidays?
And are you dreading it because it's going to be gross?
Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? Everybody!
Other people's problems. That's what OPP is all about.
Yeah, Leslie is on. Tell us about what is on your mind, girl.
All right. Well, listen, I know that JJ will probably enjoy this conversation. I'm actually hoping that he'll hear it and he can give me some advice.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, let's go.
So I'm in my 30s now, and we have this girls bingo group. We love it. We go to, like, the local town hall, and it's been really fun, except for my one friend, okay? So lately, we've actually been leaving her out of our group chat because she thinks it's like super funny to just scream out bingo every single time even though she doesn't have bingo.
No.
That's a big faux pas. You can't do that.
That's the number one red flag at bingo. People will
And this is big to have JJ say that. JJ would be the one to do that. And if he's saying no, then...
Listen, when I go, I pop a gummy. I have some fun. I giggle along when they say, 69. But like if you yell bingo and you don't have one, they will slither you in bad looks and you're going to get run out of the joint.
So is that what you're feeling? Are you feeling the pressure?
I am so feeling the pressure. I mean, this is a small town, okay? People talk. Word travels fast. And, I think everyone's just going to kind of look at us like we're the bad group. So I don't know. Should I have a blunt conversation with my friend and say, hey, you need to chill out or you can't join us anymore?
I don't think you change those kind of people, man. I would leave them out. Like this is
the point where she was like, oh, my God, they're really serious. Like when you're there, you're like, knock it off, nudging her. And maybe she thinks it's like still really funny. But when you're left out of something, then reality hits. So I would tell her, listen, this is what's going on. And I don't want to leave you out, but this is like our last case scenario here.
Yeah, I will be straightforward. I think she gets caught up in the moment, like you said. But, if I have a talking to with her, hopefully she'll see it.
I told you, I'm going to start a trend.
You didn't start the bingo trend. It's been going on since they used to have the bingo emporium. That was the biggest thing to do in town. Everyone would go. So you going to Shady's to do bingo on Wednesdays. This is not a new concept. But I'm glad that you found your happy.
I found joy.
Yeah.
There's plenty of joy in bingo.
Cool.
So anyway, she's got these friends, and she has one friend that thinks it's funny to call out bingo when she doesn't have bingo.
Yeah.
And you're really poking the gorilla in the monkey cage.
From one Leslie to another Leslie, Leslie L. Texted in and said, I work bingo. It's a serious business. And I've shown up wasted and loud as hell. I asked for forgiveness. I was granted that. Just talk to your friend.
And then...
she was wasted from Grapestown.
Grapestown. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Like, this is the only time of the year you really want to see them, right? We've got tickets to check them out at the Xcel Energy Center on the 21st. We're going to give away more tickets right away at 6 a.m. when we start our live show Wednesdays. So make a plan on being here right now. Let's put a cap on the podcast. Today, I want to talk about the last time you felt like you got cool points with your kids. Now, here's the example I'm going to give you.
Okay.
The Rock is doing press for, is it Moana?
Moana 2.
Which is a monster in theaters right now.
My niece just went to see her first movie ever, and they get to bring like their big blankets now, because it's stadium seating, and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
He says this is the first thing. Now, The Rock, he's the freaking Rock.
Yeah.
Odds are very, very good that if he would have ran for president, he would be president-elect.
He's very trustworthy. Who wouldn't want somebody that's trustworthy, but they also need to know politics, I know he knows a lot of politicians, but do you know politics?
So this guy is clearly one of the most famous people on the planet. But now that he's in Moana 2, he said this is the first thing he's done that has scored cool points with his daughters.
Yeah.
This is the first time. Now, we've had this in our lives. All of my kids, like when you grow up and your dad or your mom's on the radio, it's nothing to them.
Right.
Now, to their friends, they're like, oh, my God, your dad's on the radio. I know your dad. No, you don't. But you've heard me. 0 cool points with our kids. I coach almost all my kids' teams. 0 cool points with my kids. It would be a cool point with him if I was a movie star. Maybe. But again, he's the freaking Rock.
But you hear all these movie stars are like, my kids think I'm the lamest person ever.
Because they grow up with it, right?
Yeah.
It's not new, it's not fresh, it's not exciting. So I thought this would be fun to explore. What was the last thing you did to score cool points with your kid?
So I did mention that I helped him create his drippy Bitmoji on Snapchat. But then as you were talking about how The Rock is now looked at as cool for what he does, I would bring Liam to sit on the equipment boxes on the side of the stage for shows with Nelly, with Ja Rule, with Chingy. And he's sitting there, best seat in the house, okay?
He's a 9-year-old kid going, who's Chingy?
Exactly. But he hung out with Chingy, and he was so kind to Liam. They were sitting there chatting the whole time. And then, but that wasn't like the cool thing. The cool thing was he was on his way to school and he heard Sabrina Carpenter say our names or whatever. He's like, oh my God. Sabrina Carpenter said your name on the, and I was like, yeah, we got some pull. We got some strings to pull. But I think Christmas this year, he's going to think I'm pretty fly. I got him some pretty cool gifts. Normally, I just think practical, but he's going to have a good Christmas. And that's what we live for, right? That's what we work hard for. And so I'm excited.
I can't tell you with my 2 youngest the last time I scored cool points, but my oldest in May graduated from college. In August, ending up getting his dream job out of college at the same university he went to. And while he was interviewing there, somebody had brought up my name. Mm-hmm. Oh, are you JJ's kid? And he thought that was cool at a professional level.
Right.
And I mean, if you're in the same, like we're in the business of making friends and making contacts and stuff like that. And over the course of the 20 years I've been here, I've met a lot of people, made a lot of contacts. And so I didn't think anything of it, but it was one of those things where if you're nice to somebody once, all of a sudden they think you're a great person. And it just kind of happened to go that way.
Right.
And he thought, he got done with his interview. He was like, I got to tell you about this. This is such a cool moment. They brought you up. And I'm like, they brought me up in your job interview. And so I wanted to know, what was the last cool thing you did?
So kids are weird. It's like the smallest thing, but it could be the biggest thing to them. Like if I worked at Raising Cane's and brought home extra cane sauce, I would be like the coolest person on the planet to my kid.
I want to read this text from Ryan. He said, I pulled my daughter and her friends in river tubes behind the tractor. Tractor was too slow.
Oh.
We switched to the truck. Truck was too fast. Popped the balloon or popped the tubes.
Oh, man.
So we switched to the fishing sled. Ended up hitting a wood pile out of the hayfield. Okay. I don't know if he understood the assignment because I don't know if as a kid I would go, that is really, really great.
Yeah.
But I wanted to know from you, what was the last thing you did that scored cool points with your kid? Val, thanks for joining the show. What'd you do?
we had an ice cream bar for dinner.
Oh,
for no
that
reason
is
other
cool.
than it was a blue moon. You know, once in a blue moon you do something crazy.
Sure.
So we had ice cream sundaes for dinner.
Love it.
They were seriously confused.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm like, they come in and they're like, hey, what's for dinner? And I'm like, ice cream. And they're like, no, seriously, like, what's for dinner? And I'm like, yeah, seriously, ice
But-
cream. Look, I have chocolate and vanilla and peanuts and sprinkles. And syrup and hot fudge. And, you know, started pulling all this stuff out. And they were just like jumping up and down screaming. They were so excited.
Ice cream for ice cream.
I'm just so afraid to start doing that and then having them expect it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's got to be a once a week thing, a Sunday bar for dinner. But I do like if I pick Liam up for school and he's like, can we go here? And just say yes. You know what I mean? It's like, if we have time and I got some change in my wallet, yeah, let's go.
You get a handful of those moments.
Right.
Next thing you know, they're out. But what was the last cool thing you did as a parent that really scored you like cool points with your kids? Joe, how you feeling this morning, bud?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Confident?
Oh, super confident.
Let's get it. Make us LMFAO to go see TSO. The floor is yours, Joe.
All right, I just got a simple question for you guys. Why did the soul man suddenly smile?
Is this clean?
I know
Is this
all
clean?
right. Yeah. Hang on, Joe.
Listen, we are still a kids show here.
The kids aren't in school yet. Emily, good morning. How you feeling?
Not too bad. How about you?
Good. What do you got that is going to make us LMFAO to go see TSO?
You know, I am just grasping at straws here. For whatever reason, my mind just completely went blank, but I just was hoping that if I got in, something would come to me. It's probably not that great, but I heard a saying that I thought was kind of funny.
Okay.
And it's what, like if you come across a turtle on a fence post, how did it get there?
No idea.
Oh, I think I screwed that one up already.
Oh.
Okay, you know what? Just pick another person.
You did. You made Kat laugh out loud. This is the biggest laugh we've had so
Okay.
far. You've got to because
Are you on your side?
Oddly, you are in the running right
she
now.
hit her head on the wall. She was bent over so hard. Hang on, Emily. Just by
Oh, good.
pure failure, you may win this thing.
Wow.
This is
All right.
off the rails already. Good morning, Ashley. How are you today?
Good.
I hope
All
so.
right.
Can you please make us LMFAO for some TSO?
So this is actually my daughter's joke, so I'm going to let her tell it.
Oh, please do.
Perfect.
What's her name, by the way?
Mia.
Mia. All right, Mia, the floor is yours.
Why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road?
Why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road? I don't know, Mia. Why?
Because it got stuck in a crack.
You know
like
me
that.
via my
All
butt
right,
crack joke.
Mia, hang on
I
a
like
quick
it.
second. And finally, Tiffany would like these TSO tickets. How you doing, Tiff?
I'm doing great.
Great.
Thank you for asking.
It's hard to follow up a good poop joke, but the floor is yours if you can make us TSO or LMFAO for some TSO.
Well, it's going to be hard, but a vegan and a vegetarian jump off a cliff. Who wins?
All of us.
Yeah, society.
All right.
That is morbid.
All right. Now, hang on a quick second. Joe bounced.
Yep.
He doesn't want these tickets, even though he knew trying to pull one over on us like that wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
So, Kat, are we going Emily, Ashley, or Tiffany today? You make the grand decision. Who is
Well, we
going
got to go with
see?
Mia. Mia, right?
Well, Mia's along with Ashley, yeah.
I'm going to give it to Mia.
Yay, look at that.
Because I think she's going to have a great time. I think this should be a mother-daughter holiday night. Go out for dinner and go see TSO.
What's up?
Ashley, there's no way you're bringing your
Good
daughter
job,
to this,
Mia.
is it?
Good job, Mia.
I've got a fun new game for you.
I like games.
It's called Switcheroo, and you being the movie buff you are, I thought this would be very, very easy for you.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the title of a movie, but I'm going to switch it 180 degrees.
Okay.
And you've got to tell me what the actual title is. So what I'll give you is basically the opposite, and you tell me what the real title of this movie is.
Got it.
So if I were to say Live Soft, you would say
Die Hard.
Away together.
Away together. Close apart.
Home Alone.
Oh, Home Alone. All right. Is there a theme, like a genre theme, or we're just doing all over the board?
All over the board. The Heat Woman.
The Heat Woman? Why am I not good at this? I'm like the queen of opposite. My God. The Heat Woman? The Iceman? The Iceman?
The Snowman.
The Snowman?
Wow, you are. You're
What's
struggling
the
at this.
Snowman? What movie is that?
It's a movie. It's one of. Dude, I saw, by the way, and I know you're such a fan of these Hallmark crap movies over the holidays.
Which one did you see?
I didn't see. I just saw the title of it as I was searching for the football.
I watched it the other day.
It was
with Lacey Chabert, The Hot Snowman.
That's what it was. The Hot Snowman.
Oh,
and
my
I stopped,
God.
And I looked at my wife and I said, "Did you see the title of that movie on whatever it was, Hallmark or Lifetime or something?" She goes, "No." I said it was called The Hot Snowman. I said they're struggling so bad to find new titles for these movies.
No, it's one of the new Netflix holiday films out, and it's so bad it's good. I love it.
I think the other one was like The Ginger Priest or something like that. And I was like, what the hell is going
I haven't
on here?
seen that one.
All right, no, we're doing opposites. It's switcheroo.
All right.
This one's so easy. This time of the year, think of this.
Okay.
A Terrible Death.
A Wonderful Life.
Yes, there you go.
Every time a bell rings.
We'll stay with this time of the year.
Okay.
Black Midsummer.
Black Midsummer. A White Winter.
White Christmas.
A White Christmas. Oh. Derek watches that every year, cries every
Bawls
year.
his eyes out.
Falls every year.
Giant.
Small. Tiny. Little.
Elf.
Elf. All right.
One more. This one's to
This
save
is horrible.
dignity and pride, which I know you have very little of left.
I have enough.
Hate Hypothetically.
Love Actually.
There you go. All right. Good job.
That's one of my faves.
If you had to tell, what is your absolute all-time favorite movie if you had to narrow it down?
Movie period.
It has to be a movie. It can't be one of your dopey Real Housewives shows.
I would say, oh my gosh, ask me to pick my favorite kid.
Of one.
I know. Oh my God, I don't know. Probably Terms of Endearment. I know every single word to that movie, and it hits. Like, the older you get as a female, it hits. I love that movie.
I think I've watched 8 minutes of it. I was
Really?
just like, I can't do this. There was a sane part of me that started kicking in and going, this is bad for you to watch.
Okay.
I'm going to go with The Color of Money.
Yeah. I feel like you've only watched 3 movies in your life.
I watch lots of movies. I just don't watch the crap movies you watch, so it feels like I don't watch any movies. Time for a little radio, rock, paper, scissors. Now, Anthony, we talked a little bit off the air, and you have 2 middle names. And again, what are your middle names?
Lloyd Lawrence.
Lloyd Lawrence. Now, is this like after a grandfather, an uncle, or is these just like random middle names?
Yeah, both of my grandpas.
Okay,
Sound like I got a name from the 1800s.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
it
say, or it's very regal. He's Anthony Lloyd Lawrence.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like you could be a court jester or something like that. What are you doing? You sound like you're on the road.
Yeah, I got yelled at a lot as a kid, so I heard that a lot.
All 4, huh?
Well, now is your chance at redemption. For everyone that yelled at you in the past, you could now, in mere moments, say, hey, all you guys that thought I was just a loser, I won radio, rock, paper, scissors on the radio. So it's simple. We've all been playing this since we were kids. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, shoot, and then you throw down as Kat throws down. You got to win 2 out of 3 to become the new world champion. You prepared?
I am ready.
Let's go. Kat, you ready?
I'm good.
She's got this just
Don't you worry about
weird
me.
confidence about this game. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Paper.
Rock.
Oh my God, you're just the cutest.
Anthony, time for you and I to have a little chat. So here's the deal. Because of the power of the delay of the cell phone, you can probably just wait until she's done saying hers and then counter with something that's going to win.
All right, I'll take your little hint there.
All right, 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Paper.
Paper. Oh.
Okay, that's a push. That's a push. All right. Anthony. Dude, if you just wait a second, she'll say hers, and then you'll be able to think about what yours should be, and then you can say it a little bit later.
All right.
I got this. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Rock.
Scissor. I'm not prepared for this at all.
All right, that's a redo. That's a redo.
How and why?
It's just a redo because I pressed the button. Anthony, listen close, man. Just let her say hers, and you don't have to be fast. Just wait, think about it, come up with the right answer, and then say it like a long time after she says hers.
Okay.
All right.
Final chance here.
Yeah, it is.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Rock.
Paper.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's on a roll. All right. This
There you
one
go.
for the win. Anthony.
Oh, we're
Cat.
still going? All right.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Paper.
Rock. Oh, that was a good game.
Oh, my God. Anthony.
The worst.
You're going to get the tickets either way, but criminy.
Anthony, listen, give me a second here, man.
Hey,
Let her-
I'm all caffeinated, and it's early in the morning.
Don't even.
Let's try
I've
it.
been up since 3.
Let's try one more real quick. Okay, now, Anthony, don't speak till you're spoken to. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Rock.
Anthony.
Paper.
Yay!
Yay,
Look at this
Anthony.
guy. Look at this guy.
You're going to watch some Huskies.